Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's one of those Cowboys going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, so we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Romo now to throw, finding time. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The play clock's running down. A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. And Zeke really enjoyed his first trip to the Bay Area as a pro. 138 yards and a touchdown in that win.
And he's starting to string together really nice performances because he and his offensive line have really become coordinated. He understands how they're going to move, what types of blocks they're going to make, how to read them, and then he's cutting off of them and getting nice yardage each and every game now.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes a really good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts from 19 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Romo. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. That one goes for 36 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Going right side, he has Witten. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A right side catch by Crabtree. Crabtree 3 touchdowns in week 4. We've been talking about him quite a bit this year. He's doing well.
Very consistent, isn't he? And I talked with someone in the Raiders organization about his progress, and they're extremely pleased, as you might imagine. Remember, he came into the league to be a #1 receiver, and I think he settled into a great role as a #2 with Amari Cooper in town, and he's figured it out, and he's playing to his potential. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 4th and 3. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And another reception by Jason Witten. All reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of two tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department.
Let's go.
They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 54 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr, and that is incomplete.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and
now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the wrap on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on third down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On third and long, it's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Another extra point opportunity here. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here right where he would have been if he had taken a knee at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Bryant missed week 4 in San Francisco. Cowboys still able to win, but certainly they want him back ASAP.
He's a guy who takes a lot of pressure off of other people, but the beauty of Dallas right now is that if Dez can't play, they can spread the ball around to other people. Jason Witten is still a primary target. Terrence Williams is stepping his game up. Cole Beasley, he's not just a novelty guy. He can flat out play. And, of course, they're going to run the heck out of the football with Ezekiel Elliott.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, it's Romo. He's got time in the pocket. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now on fourth down, Romo off, Bailey on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
We ready?
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's got time. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Jihad Ward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Let's go. 59.
A play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long here. It's Romo. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Carey on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, here we go.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
We ready?
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr is going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, 38 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, and the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 23-yard run. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a 1st down throw. Romo to the right side, complete to Escobar. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Romo now to throw it. And Beasley with it over the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 78 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he cuts it back right. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Hey.
Complete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. Now fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 44 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Complete. The tight end Rivera. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. His throw caught at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Romo on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's third down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go.
Desperation time for Romo on fourth down. He's got a man. It's Williams. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Finding time. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He's back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final minute to force overtime.
And let's check the nerves of not just the guy kicking the ball, but how about the snapper and the holder as well.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Now whistles here, and I think the offense has just used their third and final timeout of the second half. They have. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They come home, and he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw his Carr, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw his Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Britt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go.
Carr to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. And yes, Janikowski got it. Sebastian Janikowski does it again. And they have regained the lead. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.